Kairen Vale was the weakest student in the Hunter Academy. Not because he was lazy. Not because he refused to train. But because the system had given him a skill that everyone considered completely useless. Its name was simple. Calm presence. No damage. No healing. No speed. No defense. Just the ability to make the air around him feel peaceful. The academy laughed for 3 years. At the Hunter Academy, skills decided everything. Students with fire skills became attackers. Students with shield skills became tanks. Students with healing skills became protected treasures. But Kairen? He became the boy people sent to carry bags. His classmates called him walking background music. Even the teachers stopped expecting anything from him. The final exam was supposed to be simple. Each student would enter the Black Tower simulation and clear one low-level floor. Floor 1 for beginners. Floor 2 for talented students. Floor 3 for elite candidates. The highest record in academy history was Floor 7. Nobody was supposed to go higher. And nobody was ever supposed to reach Floor 99. When Kairen's turn came, the crowd barely looked up. One student yawned. Another laughed. Someone shouted, "Don't worry, calm presence will comfort the monsters before they eat you." Kairen said nothing. He stepped into the blue gate. And for 1 second, everything was silent. Then the gate cracked. The blue light turned black. The academy alarms screamed. Teachers jumped to their feet as the system window flashed one impossible message. Destination error. Unauthorized floor selected. Floor 99. The 99th floor was not a training zone. It was not even a battlefield. It was a graveyard. A place where ancient monsters were sealed because killing them was impossible. The moment Kairen opened his eyes, he saw a sky without a sun, black mountains, and bones bigger than buildings. Then something moved. A beast the size of a castle rose from the fog. It had 6 horns, stone armor, and eyes like burning moons. Kairen's legs almost gave out. The monster lowered its head. And then it bowed. Kairen thought he was hallucinating. But behind the first monster, dozens more appeared. Wolf demons. Winged serpents. Shadow giants. Armored beasts with broken chains around their necks. Every single one of them lowered their head. Not in hunger. In respect. A voice echoed across the floor. Not from the sky. From the monsters themselves. Finally, the voice said. The king has returned. Kairen froze. I'm not a king, he whispered. The giant beast raised its head. Then why does your presence silence our rage? For thousands of years, the monsters of the 99th floor had been trapped in endless madness. They fought because they could not stop. They destroyed because the tower forced them to. They roared because pain was the only thing they remembered. But when Kairen arrived, their minds became clear. His useless skill was not useless here. Calm presence was the only power that could control the ancient monsters. Back at the academy, the teachers tried to pull him out. But the system refused. One professor turned pale when he read the tower's response. Candidate recognized. Trial upgraded. King selection has begun. The academy went silent. On the 99th floor, Kairen learned the truth. The tower was not a prison. It was a test. Every century, it searched for one person who could command power without being consumed by it. Warriors failed. Mages failed. Kings failed. Because they all tried to dominate the monsters. Kairen was different. He calmed them. The first monster to follow him was called Grax. A mountain beast with stone skin and a broken horn. Grax had once destroyed 3 kingdoms before being sealed. Now he sat beside Kairen like a loyal guard dog. Kairen did not know whether to feel honored or terrified. Then came Lyra, a silver-winged serpent who could cut clouds with her feathers. Then came Morn, a shadow giant who could hide an army inside his cloak. Then came hundreds more. Kairen had entered the 99th floor as the weakest student. By sunset, he had the most dangerous army in the world bowing behind him. But the tower was not finished. A black door opened at the center of the floor. Above it, a message appeared. First royal trial. Survive the devourer. The monsters around Kairen stepped back. For the first time, even they looked afraid. The devourer crawled out slowly. It had no eyes. No face. Only a mouth filled with rotating teeth and a body made of black smoke. The floor itself trembled. Grax lowered his head. "My king," he said, "we cannot fight that thing." Kairen swallowed. "Then I'll try talking to it." The monsters stared at him like he had lost his mind. But Kairen walked forward. Every step felt heavier. The devourer screamed, and the sound tore cracks through the air. Kairen's body shook. But his skill activated. Calm presence. A quiet blue light spread from his chest. Not bright. Not explosive. Just calm. The devourer stopped screaming. Its teeth slowed. The black smoke around its body faded. For one heartbeat, the monster looked less like a nightmare. And more like something in pain. Kairen realized something terrifying. The devourer was not evil. It was starving. Not for flesh. For silence. For centuries, it had heard every scream inside the tower. Every battle. Every death. Every curse. And Kairen's presence was the first silence it had ever known. He placed one hand on the monster's head. The academy system flashed. Impossible achievement unlocked. Ancient devourer pacified. Skill evolution beginning. Calm presence evolved into sovereign aura. Kairen's eyes widened as golden light covered his body. Sovereign aura did not make him stronger. Not directly. It made every monster who trusted him stronger. Grax's broken horn regrew. Lyra's wings turned silver blue. Morn's shadow cloak became a living night sky. The monsters roared. Not in rage. In loyalty. Back at the academy, the students who mocked him watched the screen in silence. The same boy they called useless was now standing on the forbidden floor. With the devourer kneeling behind him. One student whispered, "That's not a support skill." Another answered, "No. That's a king's skill." Then the tower gave its final message. Royal candidate may return. Or continue to floor 100. Every teacher screamed for Kairen to come back. Floor 100 was only a legend. A place beyond the sealed monsters. A place where the tower's creator waited. Kairen looked at the monsters behind him. They were waiting for his decision. For the first time in his life, nobody was laughing. Nobody was ordering him around. Nobody was calling him useless. The monsters of the 99th floor had seen what everyone else missed. Kairen had never been weak. He had simply been born for creatures too powerful for ordinary humans to understand. Kairen turned toward the academy screen. He knew they could hear him. Then he smiled for the first time that day. "Tell the academy," he said, "I'll be late." The portal behind him closed. And the staircase to floor 100 opened. On that day, the academy records changed forever. The weakest student did not clear floor 1. He did not clear floor 7. He conquered floor 99 without killing a single monster. And when he stepped onto the final staircase, the tower gave him a new title. The Silent Monster King. But far above him, on floor 100, something opened its eyes. It was not a monster. It was not a god. It was the one who built the tower. And it smiled when it saw Kairen coming. Finally, the voice whispered. Someone worthy. Kairen had entered the tower as a joke. A useless student with a useless skill. But the world was about to learn the truth. Sometimes the weakest skill is only weak. Because no one has found the right monsters yet. If this story continues, Kairen will face the creator of the Black Tower, unlock the secret behind Sovereign Aura, and discover why the monsters recognized him before he recognized himself. But for now, one thing is certain. The Academy sent a weak student into the tower. And the tower returned a king. Comment your own skill name below. Would it survive the 99th floor? Or would the monsters eat you before the trial even began?